Oh man, what's up guys? Man, I'm really tired today. I'm kind of feeling tired and broken. Real tired. See, I don't know. I can't even make this video. I don't know, but let's check out today's project, shall we? All right. I am feeling so tired that I even went out and bought a 24.5-inch tire so we can get real tired. And that tire is going to replace this tired tire. And it's pretty much down to the wear line, and I think it's about time that she gets replaced, because I don't want to have to deal with any of the crap from the DOT. So there's the other one on the passenger side. This one's pretty good. This one's always been really good, but this one here, when I put this axle in, the tie rod end on this side was bad, so it doesn't take a genius to figure out what happened. So we're gonna get this baby replaced today. And if you were paying attention in the beginning of the video, you'll see that I said I was broken also. Well, translation, we might be putting front brakes on this truck, but we're gonna get the wheel off and pull the drum off. I think it's probably just about time to put front brakes on it, so we'll get that checked out. All right, we have her jacked up, so now we're gonna do our normal check here with the little rocking and back and forth. This thing always stays nice and tight because I grease it, so let's get these lug nuts off. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna need some new pads here. Shoes rather. This is just like chipped right off. It's weird, never seen that before. Could use new drums too, but I don't know, those are probably 800 bucks a piece. Well, I guess I gotta make a few phone calls now and see if I can even get these shoes for today, because I got a job tomorrow, and if I can, we'll see if we can put them on. All right, 3 hours later, and it is a success. Not so much a success for my wallet, but I managed to get new brake drums and new shoes and a spring kit for each side with new rollers, of course. Guys, I love doing truck brakes, man. They are so easy. The only thing hard about truck brakes is the heavy drums that you have to lift up. I mean, I haven't done truck brakes in quite a few years. Back when I was trucking, I used to do them all the time on the trucks I had. I had 3 of them trailers right there. I hauled wood chips in, always doing brakes on that, low boy and everything. And so what I'm saying is I'm out of practice, and it only took me not even, what, 2 minutes to put that together. So I'm sure I'm gonna get yelled at in the comments, but I like to put a little bit of oil on the rollers. Probably a dust collector, but whatever. All right, it's all together. Just got to adjust the brakes, but we'll do that once we get the tire on, because it'll be a lot easier, because this will be straight. All right, so this is gonna go against my rules a little bit. Everybody that knows me knows that I hate bead sealer. And the reason I hate bead sealer is because people use it for no reason. They'll put the tire on the rim and they'll take a whole can of it and just dump it in there, and just the shit goes everywhere, and it makes it hard to clean off, and it just gets everywhere. And they use it on a brand new rim. Now this rim here actually has a bunch of pitting on it. It's actually pretty old. If I was rich, I would just buy a new rim, but I have to make this one work. There's a lot of stuff like this going on. And right here, where that lip of the tire touches this, is where it seals. Not right there, it seals in here. Right on this surface is where it seals. The air pressure holds this lip right here, this lip, against that rim, and it seals right on this lip. Not there. Everybody thinks the tire seals there. It seals there. But anyway, we're gonna use bead sealer right, because I think it's actually gonna benefit me on this, because there's a lot of crap going on here, and I really don't have time to take this truck apart again and chase after problems. Also, another thing about aluminum rims are awesome because they don't crack, but there's two things. They leak in the winter, the pressure fluctuates as the temperature changes, and the rubber on the tire actually makes these grooves in here on this lip. And as time goes by, it'll wear it down, so you can actually see where it wore the aluminum down right there. Actually, I'll probably grind some of that off. And what'll happen is eventually that'll wear down so much that your sidewalls will just start blowing right out. The bead will blow off. I mean, it'll have to wear down a lot, but that's the one thing about aluminum, the two things about aluminum rims. Steel rims, they rust and they crack, so there's really two bad things for each one of them, but at least aluminum rims look good when they're cleaned up. So I'm gonna go around and just grind some of this stuff down with the grinder, just to be on the safe side, and let's check it over and make sure we're good. I hope all you tire guys, you professional tire guys, are paying attention, seeing that I'm not using 18 cans of this stuff. It's like one of my pet peeves. It's like you don't need so much bead sealer, people. I don't really care what anybody does, but it just irritates me when somebody does my tires and loads this crap on it, and then when I fix it, I gotta take it all off, and it just makes a mess. I actually suck at spreading bead sealer because I never use it. This is the first time I've used bead sealer in probably 10 years. I just keep this can around for stupid little stuff like wheelbarrow tires and stuff that doesn't really matter. I've had this can for a long time. Look at that, I'm breaking my own rule. I'm loading her right up. I hope everybody watching this is gonna stay tuned for a couple of years, because I'm gonna forget about this and then I'm gonna bitch up a storm next time I take this tire off. Now we're gonna let it dry, because that's another thing nobody does. You're supposed to let this stuff dry on the rim. All right, well, here's the new Chinese Milestar. Hopefully I'll get more than 1 mile out of it. That's what I'm hoping. So let's lube this thing up. All right, this tire is pretty squished down and there's a little big gap, and I'm not so sure our 5-gallon tank is really going to work, so we might have to do a happy ether on this tire, but we'll try it a couple times first. Almost. I found it was better to kind of put the tire upright if you can. Makes it easier. A lot of times if you have a huge blaster cannon, you can lay it on the ground, but when it lays on the ground it compresses it more. So I've found with the equipment I have, it's easier to lean it up against something. It's even better to have a partner and have them hold it straight up and down, but the problem is when it's straight it wants to fall over. Then when it falls over it breaks your air chuck off, and there's 30 bucks that you ain't got. Let's try this again. Oh yeah, I think she took. Yep. I usually give her about 2 or 3 times, and then I just put the ether in there and hit it with the torch, and that gets it every time. But the move forward drivers don't like the ether in the tire, so they're not usually in the ether spirit when they smell that. But I don't know. Man, new tires look nice. Even makes an old piece of junk like this look good. Look at that. All right, now it's time to adjust the brakes. This is something you're going to want a partner for. It works nice when you have a ruler and you put it up to the end of the air can like this, and the pin right here on the end of the slack adjuster, by the time they're all adjusted, you only want this pin to have about 1 inch of travel, maybe a little bit more, but about 1 inch of spec. And how you do that is you keep tightening this screw up right here. You got to put, they're all different, all slack adjusters are different, but on these ones you got to push in on that bolt and you got to tighten it, and you have your partner hold the brake, keep pumping the brake. So I'll put a mark there and then a mark at 1 inch, and we'll keep going till we're where we need to be. All right, you could release it.
Must be pretty cool driving with this hood.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of hood on there.
Right, there ain't no way you'd be able to see a small car in front of you.
No.
Red light.
No, it's hard to see. Come on. All right, do it again. All right, release.
A lot of those wheelie cars, the dragster wheelie cars,
Yeah.
they have they cut holes in the floor.
Oh, so you can see where you're going, huh?
Yeah.
All right, do it again.
Your truck.
All right, release. Do it again. All right, release. All right, one more time. Perfect, release. All right, that's it. That's it. All right, so we got them set at 1 inch, just like they're supposed to be. I'm just gonna roll the wheel here to make sure we're not binding up on anything. Now that everything's tight, wheel rolls good. This side is done. So all we're doing on the other side is just putting brakes on it because there's nothing wrong with that tire. So we'll do the same exact thing we did on this side on the other side, and then we'll get back done. We got the other side done. I think there might be a problem with the slack adjuster on the passenger side, but I'm not sure because instead of 1 inch of stroke, if it gets down to 1 inch of stroke, the wheel's just locked up. And it likes to have about 2 inches of stroke, which I know is not right. The other side is perfect, 1 inch of stroke, and it spins free, but this side here, when it gets down to 1 inch of stroke, the wheel's just locked. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do some research on this and figure it out. I'm assuming it's either the slack adjuster or the air can, one of the two. I'll probably just replace both. Now it's time to take it for a ride because I need this thing tomorrow morning for a job, and it has to be done by tomorrow morning. The sun's going down, it's getting dark, so I gotta make sure it at least works for tomorrow.